Hi everybody, and welcome to the Raspberry Pi for the older generation. Hello, and welcome to another video from the Raspberry Pi, the older generation channel. Hope this video finds you all well. Well, we're on our final component. This is going to be quite a long video because there's a lot of coding to do. All right, and what we're going to be looking at is RFID, right? The Radio Frequency Identification. It's like one of them things when you go into a hotel room, you put the card in, it opens the door for you. All right, or when you're going into work, you might have a fob that you put in and lets you in the door. So that's what we're going to be looking at. All right. It works on a wireless communications technology. I don't want to go into it too deep, but it operates at a frequency of 13.56 megahertz. All right. And you need a card. And it's the M1-S50 card. Right, the M1-S50 card. All right. Now, there's a couple of preps we have to do. All right. Let me just come down to it. Right. So, first of all, let's install the card. Right. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it. If we look here, you can see the card. And in here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pin connector, and it's got 2 slots. Actually, let me show you. Let me turn this off. I'll take it off. All right. In here, there's 2 rows. There's a bottom row and a top row. Now I'm going by the connectors on the back, and all the connectors go to the top row. All right. So that's what I've done. So you get the module. Here's the module. Just to show you while I've got it out. Not a lot on the back. Okay, so there's the module. What you do, you line it up. Now I line it up with the top slots and just press it in. Okay, just push it in, slides in. All right. So that's it installed, and turn it on, and you can see it's installed correctly because the light comes on. All right. So let's go to this view, and we've got some prep to do. Open your terminal. All right. First thing we need to do is go to our sudo raspi config. Okay, it's that command there. Sudo for super user, space raspi -config. Press enter. Now remember, you have to use the up and down arrows. You can't use your mouse. Come down to interface options, number 3. All right. Once you've pressed enter on that, come down to number 14, SPI. Okay. Enable / disable automatic loading of the SPI kernel module. Press enter on that. Say yes. Let me enter that. Say yes. Right. And it will activate or enable the SPI, and you have to do a reboot. Okay. Now I've already installed mine. Right. But once your Raspberry Pi is rebooted, we need to check that it's been enabled. So we come down to this command, ls space / dev / sp star. Okay, and it should come back with this command, this result: / dev / spidev0.0 space / dev / spidev0.1. Right, now we have to install the Python module SPI-py. So if you type in this command, all right, git space clone space https for colons / github.com / freenove with a capital F. Now remember, this is if you're using the project board. When we come to use it in our projects, we have to load, we probably get away with the same library, but we may have to install some others. / SPI-py, press enter. Mine already exists, but yours will install the SPI.py required codes. Okay, so once we've done that, let me come down to my code. Right, okay. So that's all done. Right, that's all done. So let's minimize that and let's open Thony. Okay, so there's our last program. So file, open, come down, we want our template and we'll okay that. Right, there's our template. Now what we need to do is, before we go on, we'll do a file save as first. File, save as. I'm going to call mine RFID. I suggest you do the same, because that way it finds the library easier that we're going to have to download. So okay that. There we go, RFID. Let me just minimize this, open this up and take you to here. Okay. We need to download the M1-S50 library, making sure that library goes into the same folder as the code we're going to write. You need the library to integrate the M1-S50 RFID readers with the Raspberry Pi. All right, so that's the code you need to download. All right, so let me sort my life out. Got my code up. This is Python3 code. All right, Python3, we use a Python3. So let's start. It's going to be quite a long program, quite a lot of coding, but I don't want to rush it. All right, I don't want to rush it. So here we go. I don't want to rush it. So let me just sort some of this out a minute. I want to make sure everything's hunky-dory. Right, we don't get confused because there is a lot of code. Okay, let's do our attributes first. One moment, please. I just want to make sure I've got the right code up. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready? So, import RPI.GPIO as a GPIO. Import, we don't need the time. MFRC, capitals, 522. Okay, so we're importing that library, right? Import SYS. Okay. Import OS. All right. So that's what we've imported. Now we're going to create an object of the class MFRC. We've done this before. So it's MFRC, but we had a different name. Equals, yeah, MFRC, capitals, 522, dot, MFRC, 522, brackets on, brackets off. Right, so that's defined our MFRC 522 class. Right, what's next? Now we've got a couple of defines to do. So DEF space DIS, right, underscore command line, all right. So it's C capital ON MAND, right, capital L for the line. But this is all new to us. This is all new to us. Brackets on, brackets off, colons, return. Then it says we put a print command in here. Print space brackets on, full quotes, RC522, capital RC522, greater than, quotes off, comma, end, equals, quotes, quotes, brackets off. Enter. Backspace. Another DEF space DIS small case underscore card with a capital C, CARD, capital ID, right, brackets on, and it's CARD small case capital ID, brackets off, colons, auto indent. Right, this looks quite a long line of code. Yep, okay. So it's print. We'll take our time with this. Space, brackets on, quotes, percent, 2 times, it's capital, that's what it says here, percent, two capital X, percent, 2 times percent again, two times percent again, and it's 2x greater than, quotes off, here we go, percent. We've done similar code to this before, if you can remember. All right, and it's brackets on. Card. ID capitals. Right, okay. Square brackets. 0, square brackets off, comma. All right, and then we do that all the way up to 4. All right, so it's card ID, square brackets on, 1, square brackets off, comma. Yeah, no space, and then it's card ID, square brackets 2, square brackets off, comma. Card ID, square brackets on, 3, square brackets off, comma. Card ID capitals, square brackets on, 4, square brackets off, comma. All right, once we got to the 4, I'm going to keep this all on the same line, because remember before we've had issues. That is not a comma after the 4, so backspace, it's a brackets off, then it's a comma, end equals quotes, bracket off. All right, quite a long line of code. Print command, let's go back to our beginning. So that print command is quite a long one. Let's enter. So that print command, and let's go backspace. Now, come down, let's take this up one. We come to our setup, our def setup. We don't need board. GPIO.set mode at the moment, okay? Get rid of that, right? Then we put here print, not frint, print, space, brackets on, quotes on. Program is starting. All right, space, 3 dots, quotes off, about 4 spaces, brackets off. Enter, print, space, brackets on, quotes, press, CTRL plus C to exit. Full stop, quotes, brackets off. That's our 2 print commands. The next one is pass. Rightio. Now we come down. Let's move this down. Keep forgetting to get this arrow out of the way. We go on to our loop. All right. Let me just see where we are. Def loop. Before the while true, I have to put a line of code in here. Auto indent, global, MFRC, all small case, 3 S. Right, So that's an extra line of code. Right, we come to our true. Excuse me. Return. Auto indent. Okay, DIS small case underscore. And then we got this con MANDLINE, capital L on the line, brackets on, brackets off. Get this out of the way. Okay, so that's command line. All right. Return. In CMD, capital C on the in CMD equals input, brackets on, brackets off. Right. Enter. Print, brackets, space, brackets on, in, capital C, MD, brackets off. Return. If, space, brackets on, in, CMD, capital C, equals, quotes, scan, all small case, quotes off, brackets off. Whoop, just seen that typo. Scan. All right. And after scan, it's colons, auto indent, print, space, brackets on, quotes, scanning, space, 1, 2, 3, space, quotes off, brackets off. All right, that's the print command. Then it's MFRC, all small case, equals capitals MFRC 522 dot MFRC again capitals 522 space brackets on, brackets off. Right. Next, IS scan, IS capital S on the scan equals true. Right. So, all right, return. We have another while command, while IS scan, capital S on the scan, excuse me, just check in, colons, auto indent. Let's come down a bit. So this is going to scan for cards, all right? This is what this code is doing, all right? The IS scan. Brackets on. Status. All small case, right? Comma. Tag type. So it's capital T, AG, capital T, YP. E. Oh. Y. PE. Brackets off. Space equals space. Right. MFRC. dot capitals M-F-R-C 522 underscore request capital R brackets on small MFRC small case dot PICC all capitals underscore REQIDL brackets off. All right, so get that right. It's MFRC small case full stop PICC capitals underscore REQIDL brackets off. If a card is found is next. All right, so return if status equals MFRC all small case dot MI capitals underscore OK capitals colons return print space brackets on quotes on card detected quotes off brackets off. All right, now we're going to get the UID of the card. Right, so it's enter. We want to come under the if. All right, we want to come under the if brackets on status right comma UID all small case brackets off forward slash space forward slash equals MFRC all small case dot MFRC capitals 522 underscore anti-coal with a capital ANTICOLL brackets on brackets off anti-coal brackets on brackets off. If we have the UID continue is the next code. So if we got the right number on our card, right, on our card or our fob, we're using a fob as well. Right, go. If status all small case equals space MFRC small case dot MI capitals underscore OK quotes colons auto indent print brackets on quotes on card UIDs capital C UID capitals quotes off, there's colons quotes off plus space STR brackets on map brackets on hex for hexadecimal comma UID, brackets off, brackets off, brackets off. Right. Then we're going to select the scan tag. Move this out of the way so it's return. Under the print, right, if MFRC dot capitals MFRC 522 underscore select with a capital S. What do I do? A plus. MFRC 522 underscore select, as I said, with a capital S, tag with a capital T, brackets on, UID all lowercase, brackets off, space equals 0. All right. Auto indent. Sorry, quotes, colons. Yep, colons, auto indent, print. Brackets on, quotes on. MFRC, capitals, 522, underscore, select, capital SELECT, capital T, tag, space, failed, exclamation mark, quotes off, brackets off. Right, return. We now want to do a backspace. If CMD command, that stands for loop, brackets on, UID, brackets off, is less than 1, right? Colons, auto indent, IS, scan with a capital S, equals false with a capital F. Return. Now, what we have to do is come back one. Let me just check where this else if comes under. Come back one. It stays under the while true loop. And it comes back one. We're still within the while true loop. Okay, just to show you, it comes under this if. All right, this if. Let me check again, because that is one big problem. If you don't get this tab in right, it can really mess you up. All right. So it was a long program. We still got quite a bit to do. EL, IF, space, else if, yeah. IN, CMD, capital C, equals, quotes, and quit. Excuse me. And quotes off, colons, auto indent. All right, let's get this out of the way again. I will get used to that. Destroy. Brackets on, brackets off. Enter. Exit. Brackets on, 0, brackets off. Enter. Backspace, come under the else if. Else. Space. Print. Brackets on. Another long line of code. So we'll take our time. And it's quotes. This time it's backslash T, capital unknown. Right, unknown. On a capital U on the unknown. Space, command, backslash. Right, backslash. Just want to keep an eye where I am. N. Quotes. Plus. Quotes. Backslash. T. Scan. All right, colons. Scan. Space card. And space dump. Backslash N. Quotes. Backslash T. Quit. Colons. Exit. Space program. Backslash N. Quotes. Brackets off. Right, quite a lot of code there. Quite a lot of code. Let's hope we got it right. That's why I'm following it to the T if I can. Right, that's that print command. Okay, else print. Let's take it back right to the beginning. If I can. Yep. Right. So, space. Backspace, right to the beginning. Okay, right to the beginning. Def. CMD. Loop. Brackets on. Card. ID. Capitals for the ID. Brackets off. Colons. Return. Okay, gives us our auto indent. Pass. All right. Return. Return. Now we got our, let me just check. Right. We got a second while true loop. All right. And so command loop, pass. Return. I don't know why that's not coming to under there. Let me just check. Pass. Right. Wow. Remember, you need to come looking at it, we need to come under this pass. All right, while brackets on, true, brackets off, colons, auto indent, this underscore CON, capital C, MAND, command, capital L, line, brackets on, brackets off, enter, this, underscore, card, capital C, ID, capital ID, brackets on, card, ID, capitals, brackets off. Right, that's the two disk commands. Enter, in, capital C, MD, space, equals, input, brackets on, brackets off. Right, enter. In command, we've got the CMD now, the command, space, equals, in command, IN, capital C, MD, dot, split, brackets on, quotes on, space, quotes off, brackets off. Enter, print, space, brackets on, CMD, small case, brackets off. Enter. If, brackets on, CMD, square brackets, 0, square brackets off, space, equals, equals, quotes, read, all small case, quotes off, brackets off, colons, enter, auto indent. Block, BLOCK, and it's capital ADDR. Block address, that stands for equals, int, brackets on, CMD, all small case, square brackets, 1, square brackets off, brackets off. Okay, so that's that one, block ADDR, enter, if, brackets on, sorry, that's brackets off, brackets on, block, ADDR, address, ADDR, less than 0, brackets off, space, or, space, brackets on, block, ADDR, greater than 63. Brackets off, brackets off. All right. So I've got brackets on, block address, brackets off, or brackets on, block ADDR, greater than 63, brackets off, colons, auto indent. Right. Print, space, brackets on, quotes, invalid, address, exclamation mark, quotes off, brackets off, enter, bam, Boom, boom, boom. So that's that if. Right. And then what we do, we have to come back one to under the if. Now this is the default key for the authentication. All right. Okay. Key equals space square brackets 0xFF, comma 0xFF, comma 0xFF, comma 0xFF, comma 0xFF, comma 0xFF, square brackets off. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and now we're going to go to authenticated. On the next line, status equals MFRC, all small case, dot, capitals MFRC 522, underscore, capital A on auth, for authenticate, yeah, brackets on, MFRC, dot, capitals PICC underscore AUTHENTIA, Authentia, comma, space, just look that, right, okay, we're all right, space, block, all small case, capital A for ADDR, address, comma, key, comma, card, capital ID, brackets off. All right, so authenticated. Now what we're going to do is we are going to check if authenticated. Right, so if space status is equal to MFRC dot capitals MI underscore OK, colons, auto indent. Let's move this down a bit. As I said, I did say this was long code. All right. So it's MFRC dot capitals MFRC 522 underscore read, capital READSTR, read string, brackets on, block AD, capital ADDR, address, brackets off. Right, return, backspace to under the if, else, colons, yeah, auto indent, print, brackets on, quote, authentication error, quotes off, brackets off, enter, return 0, enter, enter. Oh, notice that already, spelling mistake. Else if. Wow, we're getting on, we're getting on. So else if. We need to come back one. Come back, bring the code back over here. We need to come under this if. We need to come under this if. All right. Right. I think we've been going long enough now. I think we've been going long enough. What I think we'll do, we've still got a lot to do. A lot to do. What I think we'll do, we'll split this video into two. We'll call this part 1. Okay, we'll call this part 1 and we'll carry on with part 2 in the next video. Okay, so see you in the next video. For this one, please don't forget, this is part 1 of RFID. And please don't forget, thumbs up, comment below and subscribe. And I'll see you in the second part of this video. Bye bye.